Hello there, friend. Hope you're doing well wherever you may be. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of mindfulness and positivity. How is it going? How's your life? How are you? You made it this far. How are you enjoying your journey? May it be your spiritual journey, intellectual journey, physical journey. Everything's progressing. Everything is evolving. Everything is alive and whole, whether independent of what we impose on it. So it's gonna happen. Your life is gonna happen and is happening no matter no matter your attitude about it is. So it's either we go about it through joy and through learning, or we avoid growth and we keep on hiding and escaping, keeping our worlds closed and small. But time will pass and you're here to learn whatever it is that you are destined to learn, which is the evolution and the refinement of your soul. It's just being closer to godliness and loveliness and nobility. So how are you to go about this journey? How are you going about it? How are you being of service in making this world a better place? And it is amazing that we became self-aware, that we can conjure up and develop some talents that's useful to mankind. And how are you practicing that? How are you nourishing your creativity? How are you making use of God's gift to you? Today's inspiration is about wholeness. And anything and everything that makes us suffer is only an illusion of our separatedness from the whole, or separateness, rather. And consciousness is this. We became self-aware. The Buddhists called this the drop from the ocean or from the waterfall. We become an individualized drop. But to know that that drop, the water that makes up that drop, is the same water that is what is the ocean made out of. So it's the same material, the drop and the ocean, they're the same. So the godliness and the wholeness of all that there is contained in you. That you are inseparable from everything that gives you peace and everything that you desire. You contain it right here, right now. You can always go to that feeling, going to that feeling, embodying that feeling right where you are, not dependent on time, condition, and behavior of other people. You can cultivate that wholeness now, right here. You can do it by relaxing your whole body and meditating upon the omnipresence of God and infinity. The mere fact that you can think of the nature of God makes you godlike. So what is it that prohibits you from being this all the time? Being at peace, being accepting, being understanding, becoming the higher person, the one who understands, rather than making things a certain way for you to feel good. Making things unconditional, to live in an unconditional way, is to live freely. So we try our best with our utmost ability. We practice, we study, we integrate. But at the end of the day, nothing is really within our control. The only thing that we can control is our attitude towards things. And that attitude can also be step back from. If you take a step back from an attitude, you can step back from a chattering mind. You can step back from an opinion. You can step back from a preference. And then you rise above and you can realize ever new bliss. Just look up from the view of a bird and embody the expanded wings of a hawk. And you are all of this. You are all of the animals. You are all the love of all the saints. To enliven the Buddha in you, the Jesus in you. So everything can be tapped into because everything is whole. You are a big part of this one whole thing, which is beautiful, and it just continues to evolve and get to know itself. So nothing ever is really wrong. So you can quit comparing your life to other people's lives, because the difference of that is what makes this whole world vibrant. That you, in contrast to that, the diversity of that makes it complete. It is correct. We are a collage. So self-acceptance, accept yourself, honor yourself, wherever you may be, whatever it is, whatever your past may be. If you don't like your situation or your past, you can get out of it. Because we're gifted with feet. You can walk away from it. You can design your environment. You can practice some rituals. Your ideal life is of the creation, but we need to set it in the mind first. A clear vision in your head. You can imagine it, image it. And everything that's external, that's right here, everything that you see externally is done. It already manifested. It hardened into the material through materiality of thought, feeling, and believing. And the real world, the real party, the real laboratory is in your thinking. It's inside your mind. The power of your mind in coordination, in coherence with the infinite. What has yet to be done? As in the heavens, you bring it down here on earth. So the highest possible good that you can imagine, the best version of yourself that you can be, vibrationally, relationally to everybody, all of that can be brought in your day-to-day, in your moment-to-moment, in your present moment. For we all are living in the eternal now. And now is where the power is. Now is when you can shift the trajectory of your life just by thinking and imagining and becoming aware of what occupies your mind. Sometimes we keep on replaying the same old problems, the same old soap opera, the same old stories and drama. Once again, take a deep breath in and take a step back. Just take a step back and look at it as an old VHS tape playing. It needs not of the wasting of your energy. It's not required. It's not required for you to put all of your energy, attention, vital life force from a towards the story of the past. The past was there to teach you, to help you choose the right direction, to help you pave your next steps. And people, teachers, they're all there. They're all there for you. Lessons are there. The teacher's there if you are ready to integrate. So take a moment to look at the things that you've been holding on to. Maybe it's stories of resent, stories of frustration, of the way things should be. And just become what is. Just become here. Just become it. Just become it. Become a part of it. And watch its illusory power disintegrate. Because all the problems that you've ever encountered is just in your head. You're just thinking of it. Right now, right here, there aren't any problems. The sky is just making clouds, and the clouds are making rain, and it's just watering the trees. And the animals are pooping on the ground. Everything's happening beautifully through nature, and you can look at the nature of your being as well. And you can watch your patterns and maybe try new things. What are the things that you're shying away from? What are the things that you've been resisting? Are you stingy on love? Are you stingy on acceptance? Are you stingy with resources? Well, nothing is ever yours. It's all of it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is ever yours because everything is yours. The beauty of paradoxes. The trees, the air that we breathe. If you go scientifically, you can imagine every cell in your body doing its intelligence. Your DNA, all the nerve cells in the brain, your nervous system, they're all working incoherent with wholeness for you to live. And the one place where problems are created is only a small feature of our living. It's just your mammalian brain, the reptilian brain. Reason and logic. But there's also intuition and spirituality and heartfelt goodness. And being grateful for the knowingness of this, that there are things beyond thinking. Thinking messes people up. If you're too addicted to thinking, you'll never get an answer. That there's no end to it. There's no end to what you can dissect, and you'll never be at peace if you live through the lens of the ego. Because the nature of the ego / mind, some people call it mind, but we can call it the persona, the identity, that you should be this and that to be able to be accepted. What are those things? That you should be this, you should be that, and that you need respect, acknowledgement, and you need to be served by others. This is your ego. Because it's always scared, because it's dying all the time. But to die to what you are today will give life for the better part of yourself, which is your higher self. So if you let go of the things that you think you need, you think you need to be a certain way to approve of yourself. You think you need this status, material things. You think you need a circumstance for you to be okay. You can turn that around. Turn that around to, this is okay. I am here. I am complete. I am whole. I am whole. Everything's happening in divine order, and I'm here to, as a vibrant, gracious, graceful part of it. And I'm just jamming along. You're surfing along. You're riding the wave of life. And the trick to it is to not mind what's happening next. When it happens, you'll be there and you'll gain a lesson. So there's nothing to dread. We will lose our loved ones. You will lose some material things. You will also gain loved ones, and you'll also gain material things. You see, there will be disrepute and there will be praise. But one thing is consistent. It is your equanimity to become unbothered by these trivial, momentary circumstances. Because the truth is, they're all neutral. They're all neutral. Somebody did not lose something. It just passed. You see, it is, if we look at the way things work from a grander perspective and with more understanding, we're just going to end up being thankful that we had the experience to experience feeling, sensations, delicious food, beautiful literature, meeting a loved one, spending time together. And if we know the value and the reality of change, impermanence, and the way to live is to be really non-attached and to become equanimous, that's the life that we must aim towards, to be in equanimity. And this does not mean to become passive and not have dreams. You are a specific person and you're here for a specific purpose. Do the work of meditating on what the higher being, the bigger ocean has set for you. Usually it's just expression, the way you express things. And you express things through the way you carry your beingness, the way you vibe, the way you resonate, the way you touch other people's lives, the way you create, the way you put together a meal, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you jump into the pool. So the main point of today's episode is to find this wholeness, to see yourself in every little thing inside and outside of you, and to become unbothered by trivial circumstances. Everything happens for a reason, and we have the capability to understand, become bigger, and learn from every little thing that we come across in this lifetime. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. This is your friend Paolo. Please share if you liked this episode, and if you have some questions, feel free to put it in the comments section. I also have a newsletter called Make Pure Thy Heart on Substack. I have a food blog, vegan food blog called Make Pure Thy Heart. So what's happening in the kitchen? What's happening in the kitchen? Make sure you're nourishing your family. There's always time to make something delicious and nutritious. Today we made breakfast sausage McMuffins, all vegan. I got the items from Trader Joe's, and we melted some vegan cashew cheese on breakfast sausage patties. I whipped up my own sauce by mixing up some tomato paste, cashew yogurt, coconut sugar, a little vinegar, and what else is in there? Oh, pickle juice. It's just whatever I find in the fridge, I make something out of. And start something today. Start a page, start a workout, start tidying up, start imagining and envisioning the version of yourself that you're proud of today. Your future self is out there watching you today, and it is wishing for you to act right now, because now you have the time, and your good habits will become effortless once you start it, and if you keep on doing it for a number of days, maybe 90 days. I'm rooting for you. There's nothing you cannot be, do, or have. Once again, thank you for listening. That's it for today. Namaste.